Ever wonder why some people seem to own every single day while the rest of us are just surviving? I stumbled across something that changed everything for me. It's ridiculously simple, takes less than 60 seconds, but it's the exact morning ritual that billionaires like Elon Musk and Oprah swear by. This isn't some complicated routine that requires waking up at 4 a.m. or drinking some weird concoction. This is about rewiring your brain in the first minute you're conscious. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you the morning secret that successful people never talk about in interviews, but practice religiously. Think about how you woke up this morning. Did you immediately grab your phone? Hit snooze? Groan and pull the covers over your head? What if I told you that the first 60 seconds after you open your eyes literally shape your entire day's potential? I didn't believe it either until I dug into the neuroscience. Here's what happens in your brain during that first minute. Your brain is in what scientists call a hypnopompic state, halfway between subconscious and conscious. It's incredibly receptive to whatever input you give it. It's like your mental operating system is booting up, and whatever program you run first will determine how everything else functions. Let me break down exactly what's happening in your brain during that first minute. First, there's a neurochemical storm brewing. Your cortisol naturally starts rising to wake you up, but it can spike too high if triggered by stress. Your dopamine, the motivation molecule, is super sensitive right when you wake up. It can jump by 20 to 30% with the right trigger. Second, your brain waves are transitioning from delta sleep waves to alpha wakefulness. This transition creates a unique window where your subconscious mind is still accessible. Third, your body posture and breathing directly impact your nervous system. Staying curled up signals to your brain that you want to remain in sleep mode, while sitting up and breathing deeply activates your parasympathetic system. And here's the kicker, whatever you focus on in those first moments creates a priming effect. Your brain will literally spend the rest of the day looking for evidence of whatever you told it was important. This isn't just theory. A study of high-performing executives found that those who set intentions in the first minutes of waking showed 23% higher performance throughout the day. So what exactly are billionaires doing in that first minute that we're not? It's not about checking stock prices or emails. In fact, it's the opposite. I've studied the morning routines of people like Richard Branson, Oprah Winfrey, and Elon Musk. While their full routines differ, they share one common thread: they all take control of the first minute of consciousness. They don't reach for their phones. They don't let the world dictate their first thoughts. They intentionally set their mental state before anything else. And the best part? It takes just 60 seconds. No expensive equipment. No complicated process. Just you taking control of your mind before the world tries to. Here's the exact 1-minute hack that can transform your mornings, and your life. Step 1, 0 to 20 seconds. The moment you wake up, sit straight up in bed. Don't reach for your phone. Don't hit snooze. Just sit up and take a deep breath through your nose for 5 seconds. Feel your lungs fill completely. Step 2, 20 to 40 seconds. As you exhale slowly through your mouth, visualize your top 3 priorities for the day. Not your to-do list, your priorities. See yourself accomplishing them with ease. Make the images vivid and colorful. Step 3, 40 to 60 seconds. Now, either whisper or think this simple phrase: I own today. Feel the words. Mean them. Your brain is listening and will work all day to make this statement true. That's it. 60 seconds that set the trajectory for everything that follows. When I first tried this, it felt awkward. I'm not naturally a morning person, and the idea of sitting up and doing this ritual seemed, well, a bit woo-woo. But after a week, I noticed something changing. I was less reactive. More focused. I started accomplishing my most important tasks before noon. And that feeling of being constantly behind? It started to fade. This isn't just positive thinking, it's strategic brain programming. Here's why it works. The posture change and deep breathing immediately reduce cortisol spikes and increase oxygen flow to your brain. The visualization activates your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters information. When you visualize success on your priorities, your brain starts noticing opportunities related to them throughout the day. And that simple affirmation, I own today, creates what psychologists call self-efficacy. It's your belief in your ability to succeed. Research shows even a simple mantra can reduce self-doubt by 17%. Let me tell you about Jenna, a friend who runs a tech startup. She was constantly overwhelmed, always feeling like she was playing catch-up. After implementing this 1-minute ritual, she closed a $10 million funding round in 6 months, something she'd been struggling with for over a year. She calls this her pre-coffee rocket fuel. Then there's Marcus, a former Navy SEAL who now runs a consulting business. He uses this exact ritual before high-pressure meetings to maintain peak calm and clarity. He told me, "In the SEALs, we prepared our gear meticulously. This ritual is how I prepare my most important weapon, my mind." Here's what most of us do wrong: we reach for our phones. A recent study found that 68% of people check their phones within 2 minutes of waking up. Think about that. We're letting emails, news headlines, and social media set our brain's first priorities for the day. People who delay phone use for at least 10 minutes after waking report 23% lower morning anxiety and better focus throughout the day. Be honest, is the first thing you see each morning really what should be programming your day? Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I'm not a morning person? What if I hit snooze 5 times? What if I wake up with my kids jumping on me? Here's how to adapt this for real life. For night owls, the timing doesn't matter as much as the sequence. Whether you wake at 5 a.m. or 11 a.m., it's still about what you do in that first minute. For chronic snoozers, put your alarm across the room so you have to get up. Once you're up, sit back on the bed and do the ritual. For parents, if you wake up to kids, take your first 60 seconds in the bathroom if needed. It's about creating a boundary around that first minute. "I own today" works for me, but your affirmation should resonate with you personally. Some alternatives. I create my reality. I choose my focus. Today serves me. The key is keeping it short, positive, and present tense. Your brain responds best to simple, declarative statements. What if you wake up feeling absolutely terrible? On those days, modify step 3. Instead of "I own today," try "I accept today" and choose my response to it. What if you forget and reach for your phone? The moment you realize it, put it down and do the ritual. Even if it's 5 minutes after waking, it's better than not doing it at all. Let's try this together right now. I know you're not just waking up, but this will give you a feel for it. Sit up straight wherever you are. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 5 seconds. Now exhale slowly and visualize accomplishing your top priorities today. And now say or think, "I own today." Feel that subtle shift? That's your brain responding to intentional direction rather than random input. This 1-minute morning hack isn't magic, it's neuroscience applied with intention. It's the same technique used by some of the world's most successful people, and it costs nothing but 60 seconds of your time. Try it for 1 week. Just 7 mornings. I promise you'll feel the difference. Remember, extraordinary days don't happen by accident. They start with extraordinary first minutes. If you found this valuable, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Next week, I'm sharing the 3 daily mindset shifts that elite entrepreneurs use to maintain peak performance all day long. Until then, own your mornings, and you'll own your life. What's your current morning routine? Drop a comment below and let me know if you're going to try this 1-minute hack tomorrow morning. And if you want to dive deeper into peak performance psychology, check out my video on the 3 daily mindset shifts linked right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.